IBeam for Asset Management. This session is for internal users that will be updating the development closeout entry record. The process is similar for the acquisition closeout entry and the redev closeout entry processes. While all Avalon Bay associates have access to these records, this session will walk through an example for either a development or construction admin. Let's take a look at the overall process. First, be sure to add any necessary documents to the Property Control Docs BP. Next, create any necessary asset obligation requests or environmental obligation request records. That brings us to updating the dev closeout record. When you're all done with the dev closeout record and it's time to send it forward for approvals, the closeout review record will kick off. And this gets reviewed by Legal, Asset Management, and the Asset Management VP. Let's take a look in IBeam. I'm logged in as a development admin. First, we need to navigate to our Community tab. To do this, we'll click the plus mark and start typing either the community name or the number. As you type the name or the business unit number, you want to find the property itself rather than a project, and a project can be identified by having a -NC for new construction, RD for redevelopment, or CX, for example, for CapEx. Go ahead and click on the proper community. Once here, come down to Closeout, then select the appropriate option. In this scenario, we're going to do a dev closeout. The BP type says closeout entry, and you'll notice there's already a record that exists. This is not typical to the records we generally see in IBeam, so it's worth repeating. You will not be clicking New and creating a record. Rather, you're going to open the existing record and add updates. So let's walk through how to update the record. First, double-click on the existing record to open it. Now, we'll click Edit. I'll expand the upper form by clicking right here on the tab name, and we can walk through the record together. Notice this record has a status of active, and we're going to keep it as active. Within the record, you'll find separate sections, for example, land acquisition, title policy and title reports, and survey, zoning, and approvals. For each of these, you'll answer whether or not they apply. Be sure to answer every question that is on here. Don't leave anything blank just because the answer is no or NA, unless you're unsure of the answer. First, is there a purchase and sale agreement? And then, is there a document attached? Because there is no purchase and sale agreement, we would say NA. So again, be sure to answer every question that you see on here. Next, we're asked if there are any deeds. If there are, you would say yes. Next, we're asked if the documents are attached. To verify that they are, we'll jump down to the Documents section here. Click on the Documents tab and see if your document is attached. If it's not attached, then you can click Finish Editing, go into the Property Control Docs BP, and add the proper document there to be reflected here under Documents. Once you've done that, you can say yes, this has been attached. Work your way through the form and all of the questions within it. And here, if the construction closeout binder is complete, you'd be able to click on Select and pull that in as well. Before you're ready to send this record forward, be sure to click on the Community Picker Select button to pull in all of the additional information needed down below. Click Select and double-click on the community. The last item on the upper form is the final determination. By selecting Yes, you'll be sending this form for final review. Now, if you're not ready for that yet, you can click Finish Editing, and then at a later time go back into the record and make further updates. After all of the documents have been added and all of the information has been made complete, you would be ready to send this for final approval. To do that, simply change this to yes, and then click Finish Editing. That will kick off the Closeout Approval record, and this record will lock unless it's sent back to you for revision. If you have any questions, refer to the written instructions or reach out to our helpline.